Trinity Christian Academy as we're getting set for varsity high school baseball between the Trinity Christian Academy Conquerors and the guest for this evening, the defending Class 4A state champions here in the state of Florida, Calvary Christian Academy, all the way up from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Good evening, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau. My son Dean, as always, working the camera for us. Tonight, we have a matchup between the last two Class 4A state champions. We mentioned Calvary took the flag a year ago. Coach Gil Morales and the Trinity Christian Academy Conquerors won the state title in 2015, made it to the regional final last year, and they're looking to head back down to JetBlue Park this spring and play for another Class 4A Florida State Championship. We're just a few minutes away from the first pitch, a very slight delay, as this is game 2 this evening on the 2017 Ben Watkins Classic. Earlier this afternoon, Bishop Verot beat Swanee High School 6-2 right here on this very field. That game ended a little bit after 6 p.m., so the full warm-up time pushing us a few minutes into the 7 o'clock hour. We want to welcome everybody watching here on live stream through TCAJax.org. Special welcome to those of you down in the Fort Lauderdale area cheering on your Calvary Christian team. The Eagles come into tonight's match with a record of 5 wins, 3 losses overall. They are 1-0 in Class 4A District 7 down in South Florida. That district includes Calvary, Westminster Christian, whom the Conquerors will play tomorrow afternoon, Chaminade Madonna, Hialeah Educational Academy, Sports Leadership and Management, and Miami Country Day School. The Conquerors, meanwhile, an official regular season record, counting last night's win of 5-1. They have yet to play a district game in Class 4A District 2. Conquerors District includes Interlochen, Bishop Snyder Catholic School, Providence Stallions, a major rivalry in all sports between Trinity Christian and Providence, Andrew Jackson, and Duval Charter. Head coach Gil Morales, he's assisted by Mr. John Labus, Mr. Scott Simmons, Mr. Brandon Welch, and the pitching coach is Mr. Danny English. And again, we're just a few minutes away from the first pitch. Meanwhile, we'd like to let you know we have varsity softball going on this evening as well. The Lady Conquerors are in Yulee tonight. Took a tough loss, 9-6 last night, only their 3rd loss of the season, as the Lady Conquerors are off to an 11-3 start as they look to repeat their trek down to the state semifinals. They made it there last year, and they have more than enough firepower to make it again and possibly bring home a Class 4A state title. So we will see if we can keep you updated throughout the game while we're on the air of what's going on up in Yulee. Head coach Ashley Houston leading her Lady Conquerors to a fantastic 2017 season thus far. That Lady Conquerors team won 6 ball games in a row to start the season. Now they are 11-3, but playing very good softball. Mo Smith, the pitcher, went the distance last night, also put one over the fence. And the Lady Conquerors, their next home game will be on March 28th. That will be senior night against Duval Charter, and we will bring that one to you live through TCAJax.org. NCAA Men's Basketball National Championship Tournament. Kansas and UC Davis just underway. The top-seeded Jayhawks lead 11-8 early on. Miami of Florida and Michigan State later tonight. But right now, we're going to turn it over to David Seekbert as he brings us our starting lineups, our prayer, and our national anthem.
Eagles out of Fort Lauderdale. Here are tonight's lineups, starting with the visiting Eagles. Leading off for the Eagles, number 1, playing shortstop, Georgie De La Fay. Batting second, number 9, playing second base, Dante Girardi. Number 10, playing third base, Ben Rosenblum. Number 30, playing right field, Luis Ezra. The designated hitter wearing the number 8 jersey, Christian Scott. Number 11, catching tonight, Victor Pimentel. Number 18, playing first base, Cameron Stadler. Number 12, playing center field, Tyler Knierim. Number 2, playing left field, Daley Webner. Pitching for the Eagles tonight, number 23, Jake Peter. The head coach for the Eagles is Alan Kunkel. And now, the lineup for your Trinity Christian Conquerors. Leading off for the Conquerors, playing center field, number 7, Chad Ragland. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 9, Austin Martin. Playing first base, number 15, Logan Nugent. Playing second base tonight, number 22, Tyler Eisenberg. Pitching tonight, also the designated hitter, number 18, Dylan Simmons. Right fielder, number 4, Keelan Washington. Batting seventh for the Conquerors and catching tonight, K.C. Eisenberg. Playing left field, number 5, Dawson Feetsman. Rounding up the lineup for the Conquerors, playing third base, number 1, Connor Aldrich. Head coach for the Conquerors is Gil Morales. If you would, please stand tonight. Gentlemen, remove your hats for our national anthem.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Praying for tonight's game.
And now Mr.
Pastor
Siegbert
Adam
will bring us our
from
prayer.
Church here in Jacksonville. Pastor Adam was coached by Ben Watkins, who we will be honoring here shortly before tonight's game.
Come on, let's pray. Thank you, Jesus, for a night that we can come out and watch some young men play the great game of baseball. Thank you that we have the opportunity to remember a man that impacted many of our lives, a coach, a friend, and most importantly, a child of you, God. And we just pray that everything that's done in this place tonight is to glorify and honor your name. Keep us safe, and thank you that your presence is here with us right now. Thank you for your love, God. We love you. Amen.
Amen. You may be seated. What a great evening for baseball tonight. We would like to welcome all in attendance to the 2017 Ben Watkins Tournament of Champions. For those of you who do not know Ben, he was a member of the 1993 graduating class and was a 3-year standout in both baseball and football. Ben was the first player in Trinity program history to receive a baseball scholarship to a 4-year university, the University of North Florida. Ben was a pitcher at UNF for 4 years, where he was a teammate of Trinity head coach Gil Morales and Providence head coach Mac Mikowitz. Ben still ranks among the career leaders at UNF in appearances and innings pitched. Upon graduation, Ben returned to Trinity as a pitching coach from 1999 through the 2001 seasons. In 2003, Ben went home to be with his Savior after a lengthy battle with cancer. This evening, the Trinity baseball program will be retiring just its 3rd number in program history. Ben will be joining his high school teammate Paul Rigdon, who pitched with the Milwaukee Brewers and Cleveland Indians, as well as his former coach, Bobby Forsythe, who guided Trinity to 3 Final Four appearances, as the only members of the Trinity baseball program to have their numbers retired. Ben's number is being retired for his accomplishments as a player at Trinity and UNF, his time as a head coach, where he helped lead Trinity to a state finals appearance in 2000, and the lasting impact he has had on former teammates, players, and fellow coaches. Accepting Ben's retired jersey this evening are his parents, Steve and Kathy Watkins, and his sisters, Sarah and Katie. Presenting the jersey is Trinity shortstop Austin Martin, who also wears number 9. At the conclusion of this season, no other player will wear the number 9 jersey at Trinity. Mr. Watkins will be, accepting Ben's retired jersey. We want to thank Baker Sporting Goods for creating an exact replica of the jersey Ben wore at Trinity his senior year. Mr. Watkins will be throwing out the first pitch this evening. Mr. Watkins is a director at the Road Heaver Boys Ranch, and in remembrance of Ben, all gate receipts from this tournament at Trinity will go to help further the mission of the Road Heaver Boys Ranch. And it's a strike.
And that concludes our pregame ceremony. Thank you, David Siegbert, as we honor Mr. Ben Watkins. And the other half of this championship tournament is being played over at Providence on Jacksonville's south side. Again, Calvary Christian, the Eagles, coming into tonight's match with a record of 5-1. They are led by their head coach, Mr. Alan Kunkel. He is assisted by Mr. Alex Norse, Mr. Luis Artilis, Mr. Jeff Seward, and Mr. Dan Drebeck. The headmaster, Calvary Christian Academy, Jason Rachels, Principal Aaron Mills, and the athletic director is Keith Hoosman. Trinity Christian Academy is led by Principal Mr. Dan Worley, athletic director Mr. Verlin Dormany, who also serves as the head football coach. And last fall, the Conquerors varsity football won its 4th consecutive Class 3A state championship, and the Conquerors are moving up to Class 5A this coming fall as they look to become a 5-time state championship winner. That's 5 in a row. They have won 7 overall. Coach Morales and Coach Kunkel at the plate with the umpiring crew. Starting lineups, once again, in case you missed it, the Conquerors are going to bat first tonight. And leading off, playing center field, number 7, Chad Ragland. Batting second, the shortstop, number 9, Austin Martin. At third base, number 15, Logan Nugent, who had a big night here last night. Cleanup hitters, the second baseman, number 22, Tyler Eisenberg. On the mound and also serving as the DH, number 18, Dylan Simmons. In right field, batting sixth, number 4, Keelan Washington. Batting seventh behind the plate, number 21, K.C. Eisenberg. Batting eighth in left field, number 5, Dawson Feetsum. And the third baseman, Connor Aldrich. He wears number 1 and he will bat ninth. For the Eagles, leading off, the shortstop, number 1, Georgie De La Fay. Batting second is the second baseman, number 9, Dante Girardi. Batting third, the third baseman, number 10, Ben Rosenblum. Cleanup hitter, the right fielder, number 30, Lewis Ezra. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 8, Christian Scott. Batting sixth is the catcher, number 11, Victor Pimentel. Batting 7th and playing first base, number 18, Cameron Stadler. Center fielder Tyler Knierin will bat 8th. He wears number 12. And batting 9th is a left fielder, number 2, Daley Wepner. On the mound for the Conquerors, sophomore commit verbally to Florida State University, Dylan Simmons. He'll be making his 5th appearance of the season. He is 1-1. He also has a save. And he has no earned run average. Couple of unearned runs, 3 of them to be exact, in 12 innings pitched. He has walked 5, hit 1 batter, and struck out 18. Meanwhile, he will be opposed by Jake Eder for the Calvary Eagles, making his 4th appearance of the season. He comes into tonight's match with a record of 3 wins, no losses, and a terrific 0.70 ERA. He has pitched a total of 10 innings, allowed 8 hits. He has walked 5 and struck out an incredible total of 17 in just 10 innings pitched. The Eagles are on the field, and the Conquerors are coming to the plate. Ragland, Martin, and Nugent due up for Trinity Christian Academy. Remember, even though we're playing at the Conquerors' home field, this is a special showcase tournament, so the Conquerors are the visiting team on the scoreboard tonight. They'll be batting first. Chad Ragland, the senior, on his way to Tallahassee Community College. He will lead things off in just a moment. There you see the left-hander Jake Eder on the mound for Calvary Christian. And Mr. David Seekbert also keeping us entertained during pregame, as he will between innings with the music. Very good crowd on hand here at Trinity Christian on Jacksonville's west side tonight. It's a beautiful Friday evening, a little bit cool in the low 60s. Wind blowing at about 6 miles an hour out towards the right field fence. A well-hit ball might get a little help if pulled down the right field line. Not much effect coming across or in from left field. And the temperature is expected to drop a few more degrees before we're done here tonight. Chad Ragland leading things off. He takes a slow walk to the plate. The Conquerors wearing their black jerseys with the blue lettering and the white trim. Calvary Christian in the white jerseys with the black pinstripes. Eagles meet on the mound. Ragland is up at the plate, and we are ready to begin. Pitching coach Danny English doing the job at first base. And Scott Simmons coaching at third base. And Chad Ragland is in the box. Eder on the mound. And tonight's ball game just about ready. Conquerors won last night's ball game 6-1 over Swanee. And the pitch from Eder, we're underway. Ground ball to the shortstop. De La Fay, strong throw to first. 1 pitch, 1 out. So a good start for Eder as he gets the first man he faces on 1 pitch. And it brings up Austin Martin, the shortstop, on his way to Vanderbilt University, playing some Southeastern Conference baseball in less than a year from now. Tough start to the season, but he's starting to swing the bat a little bit better, hitting 182. However, his on-base percentage is terrific at .471. He's been hit by a pitch 7 times this season. He'll also take a walk, and he can run. He gets on base. He can make things happen. This pitch just a little bit inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Eder, a hard-throwing left-hander on the mound for Calvary. Behind 2-0, here's a pitch. This one's down a little bit low for ball 3. So, Martin well ahead in the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Taking all the way, and this one misses for ball 4. So the Conquerors have a runner at first, 1 man out, and it brings up the first baseman, Logan Nugent. Logan had himself a good night last night. 2 out of 3. He was also hit by a pitch. Drove in a couple of runs in that Conquerors 6-1 win. He comes into tonight's ball game hitting .375, 1 homer. That was a grand slam. 13 runs driven in to lead the Conquerors. Martin a good lead off first. And this pitch is up high. And Eder has missed with 5 straight. Logan Nugent, a senior, on his way to the University of South Carolina, Sumter. No balls and a strike. Martin took a step back toward first, and ball 2 is also up high. Nugent and Nugent where they're headed next fall. 5 more Conqueror seniors are on their way to play college baseball, and we'll tell you about each one as he steps up to the plate. And a few of the underclassmen have already made verbal commitments as well. Read about these seniors in the Northeast Florida edition of In the Game magazine, coming out the April issue in just a couple more weeks. Nugent ahead 2-0. Here's a pitch. Upstairs, ball 3. Eder having a little trouble getting the ball down. He got Ragland out on the first pitch. Walked Martin on forward. He's behind Logan Nugent 3-0, and all 3 pitches were up high. So Nugent looking for one he can drive. A lot of room in center and left center, and a 3-0. Ball 4 also misses up high, so the Conquerors, 2 consecutive walks, have 2 men aboard.
Now batting number 22,
Tyler Eisenberg, a junior second baseman who can play pretty much anywhere, especially on the infield. He is already verbally committed to Arkansas, the University of Arkansas, and already head coach Alan Kunkel out on the mound. That gives Coach Morales a chance to talk to his runners at first. Martin very fast, Nugent also pretty good speed. Nugent ran one down in left field last night and caught a runner trying to score on a potential sacrifice fly for a double play. That got A.J. Labus out of a first inning jam, and Labus, he went on to cruise to that 6-1 victory. No runs. He walked one and struck out one, but allowed only 2 hits in last night's ball game. And Labus now headed to the University of North Florida with a 0.35 earned run average after last night's ball game. 2 men on, 1 out. First pitch coming to Eisenberg. It is inside and low for ball 1. That is 9 straight out of the strike zone for Jake Eder. Second baseman Dante Girardi holding the runner close, so a big hole on the right side, and Eisenberg, he will go the other way. 1 ball, no strikes. And there's a strike. Good take by Eisenberg, as he's seen the pitcher on the mound have a little trouble finding the strike zone these last few hitters. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on. Eisenberg is ready. Runners are going. Both runners steal their bags. Martin takes third, and Nugent into second without a throw. And ball 2 misses just a little bit inside. So now second and third with 1 out. Eisenberg could put the Conquerors on the board, just making some good contact. Left fielder Wepner, very deep. Eisenberg squares around the bunt. No call on the pitch just yet. It is ball 3 on Eisenberg. Pulled it back in time. So Eisenberg ahead 3-1. Squares around again, lays it down. Martin coming home, and it's foul. Martin with good speed might have beaten that play as Rosenblum made the charge, but he caught the ball on the foul side of the line. So a full count now to Eisenberg. And we'll see if Coach Martin still has something going. Eisenberg can handle the bat. But with 2 strikes and that runner at third and already an out, he'll probably be swinging away. Payoff pitch. Line foul and off the dugout. Eder has fallen behind 3 consecutive hitters, but he's now run the count full. Tyler Eisenberg, 333 on the season, and the pitch low and inside, and the Conquerors have the bases loaded. 3 consecutive walks. And it brings up the pitcher and DH, Dylan Simmons. Simmons has had a good season at the plate, 409. He's driven in 3 runs. He is 9 out of 22 with a couple of doubles. And he has ducks on the pond. Conqueror at every base, 1 out. The double play is in order, however. Second baseman Girardi, shortstop De La Fay. Playing back deep, hoping for a chance to turn 2. Bases loaded, first pitch to Simmons, swing and a miss, snap throw to first, and everybody's back. Eagles catcher Victor Pimentel making sure Eisenberg did not stray too far off. No balls and a strike on the sophomore, Dylan Simmons. And this ball's downstairs. Good block by the catcher Pimentel, 1-1. Bases loaded. 1 out. 1-1 to Simmons. This one misses inside for ball 2. So now Simmons ahead in the count, looking to do some damage. Eder has walked the bases loaded, 3 consecutive men. And Simmons steps out. And everybody will have a chance to regroup. Martin at third, Nugent at second, Tyler Eisenberg aboard at first. All getting pretty good leads, and the pitch fouled off. And that evens up the count at 2-2. Huge opportunity for the Conquerors. Keelan Washington, the right fielder, on deck. Good contact hitter. Barring a double play, he will have a chance. Eder steps off. And everybody's ready. 2-2 coming. High pop foul and out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes on Simmons. And Eder from the stretch with the bases loaded. Swing and a miss and a huge strikeout for Eder. That is exactly what he needed in this situation. Now the Conquerors, they're going to score. It's going to be up to Keelan Washington. The senior Washington hitting .333. Blazing speed. He gets a ball on the ground. He has a very good chance to beat it out. 6 out of 18 on the season. He's driven in 1 and scored 5 times. He's also drawn 4 walks. He has an on-base percentage of .478. Eder trying to get out of a jam. 2 outs. Here's a pitch. A breaking ball misses up high. In case you joined us late, Conquerors are the visiting team on the scoreboard. They are batting first, so this is the top of the first. Eder got the first man, then he walked 3 men, struck out Dylan Simmons. The 1-0 to Keelan Washington is thrown down to first. It's a strike called, and the ball gets away. Here comes Martin. Logan Nugent around third. He will score. Eisenberg on his way to third, and that is a 2-base. Very costly error on the catcher Pimentel, and that allows 2 runs to score. Both runs are unearned, but they are on the board, and Eder had a chance to get out of the inning, and now he's down 2-0. The pitch was called a strike, so 1-1 to Keelan Washington. Eisenberg, the runner at third. And the pitch, breaking ball in there for strike 2. So a big break for the Conquerors. And potential third run just 90 feet away. 1-2 to Washington. He fouls it off and he'll stay alive. KC Eisenberg, the Conquerors catcher, waiting on deck. Eder with the 1-2. Upstairs, high and tight. 2 balls, 2 strikes. From the stretch, Eder with a runner at third base. And the 2-2 up and in once again. That fills up the count. "24 pitches already here in the first inning for Jake Eder. Full count. And Washington calls time. And Washington ready. Payoff pitch. Ball 4 down in the dirt. And Washington aboard. That is the 4th walk of the inning for Jake Eder. And Washington with his speed, don't be surprised if you see him running early in the count here as KC Eisenberg steps up to the plate. KC will be playing college ball at Hillsborough Community College down in Tampa. He's hitting .286. He's driven in 7 runs. First and third, Eisenberg, the runner at third, Washington at first, 2 outs. And the pitch to KC is chopped foul down the right side. Eder working very deliberately here in the top of the first. Ahead in the count, no balls and a strike to KC Eisenberg. Long look toward first. Washington's going. Swing and a drive into right field. That might get down for a hit. It is down. Tyler Eisenberg scores. Washington around on his way to third. And that's an RBI single for KC Eisenberg. Conquerors lead 3-0 and still have runners at the corners. 2 out. And a courtesy runner for the catcher is number 2. Freshman Brian Munoz. Dawson Feetsum steps up to the plate. He's hitting .286, 4 for 14 on the season with an RBI. Keelan Washington at third. Munoz running for Eisenberg at first. 2 outs and Eder from the stretch. First pitch is a breaking ball. Catches the corner, and Munoz with a delayed steal, and he's in at second base. Brian Munoz catching everyone off guard, and the Conquerors have 2 men in scoring position once again. Now Eden stecks off, and we're ready. 3 runs are in, 2 in scoring position. Feeds him at the plate, down 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Conquerors taking advantage of some opportunities. Put 3 runs on the board here in the first. And the 0-2 pitch is chopped towards short. De La Fay picks it up, pump fake, throw to first. And it is in time to retire the side. First baseman Sadler not taking anything for granted. That's going to end the inning, but a good one for the Conquerors. 3 unearned runs, 1 hit, 4 walks, 2 men left, and we go to the bottom of the first. It's Trinity 3, Calvary coming to bat.
Balls, 1 hit and 1 error.
Bottom of the first coming up. Conquerors lead 3-0. A tough inning for Jake Eater. Had a little trouble finding the plate. And an overthrow allowed a couple of runs to score. And Casey Eisenberg drove in run number 3. On the mound for the Conquerors, sophomore Dylan Simmons. He is 1-1. He's also saved a ball game, making his 5th appearance. He's pitched a total of 12 innings. He's allowed 3 unearned runs. So an ERA of 0. He has walked 5, hit 1, and struck out 18 in those 12 innings. He will face Georgie De La Fay, Dante Girardi, and Ben Rosenblum to lead things off. Shortstop George De La Fay comes into tonight's ball game hitting .478. No homers, but he's driven in a couple of runs. Has 3 doubles. So Dylan Simmons gets set for his first pitch of the night, and it is in there for a strike. Lady Conquerors are at Yulee. Nothing coming through on Game Changer as of yet. This one is chopped foul down the left side, and Simmons is ahead 0-2. Hopefully we'll have some updates on how the girls are doing for Coach Houston.
Georgie De La Fay.
They fell 9-6 to Class 9A Mandarin High School last night. Only 3 of those runs were earned. No balls, 2 strikes. Simmons with the windup downstairs for ball 1. De La Fay down 1-2, and this one nearly hits him. Just does get out of the way. Two balls, 2 strikes. Check swing. Eisenberg applies a tag, and he went around. So Simmons starts the game off with a strikeout, and with 1 away, second baseman Dante Girardi steps up. .286 batting average. has driven in a run so far this season. First pitch misses up and away. The 1-0 from Simmons. Fastball in there for a strike. Temperatures are starting to drop. Slight breeze making it feel just a little bit cooler. Foul ball out of play. So Simmons ahead in the count, 1-2. "64 degrees, but with the wind chill and the sun setting, feels like it's closer to 60, possibly upper 50s wind chill. The 1-2 struck him out. Simmons gets the first two men. And heading to the plate, third baseman number 10, Ben Rosenblum. Rosenblum is hitting .308. 5 runs batted in. He's also gone deep. Steps in against Simmons. First pitch. Ground ball headed toward the hole and a base hit into right field. So a 2-out single for Rosenblum, and the Eagles have a runner aboard. Good clean single, well out of the reach between Tyler Eisenberg and first baseman Logan Nugent. Cleanup hitter Luis Ezra, left-hand hitter. He's hitting .200. He's driven in a run. And a pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. Simmons has gotten ahead of the first two men. First pitch single and now ahead of Ezra. And the pitch. Breaking ball stays upstairs. Count even at a ball and a strike. This one is a little bit inside. And it's 2-1. Runner at first, 2 outs. Simmons from the stretch will deliver the 2-1. And it's in the dirt and gets by Eisenberg, bounces over toward the Conquerors' dugout. So a wild pitch will move Rosenblum into scoring position. 3 balls and a strike on Luis Ezra. Team USA playing in the 2017 World Baseball Classic. They have a ball game at 10 o'clock Eastern Time this evening. Game being played out in San Diego, taking on Puerto Rico, led by one of the best catchers ever, Yadier Molina. Simmons with the 3-1. Big gap in right center. This one inside for ball 4. Two outs, runners at first and second.
Now batting designated hitter, number 8.
Comes up the DH, Christian Scott. Scott off to a terrific start, 429. He's driven in a run, and he has a chance to drive one here. Again, a big hole in right center and a pitch. He looked like he was going that way. He's going to foul it off to the right side. Nugent giving chase, but he's out of room. Chad Ragland, the center fielder, had him shaded a little bit towards left, and now he's going to step over a little closer to right center field. That's going to leave the gap more toward left center, where you see that TC baseball logo on the left field fence. No balls and a strike. Look back towards second, nothing going on. The 0-1 from Simmons, and it's called strike 2. Scott started to go around. It was on the corner, so no balls, 2 strikes. Rosenblum at second, Ezra at first. Big hole to the right side of the bag, up the middle. And the pitch downstairs, good block by Eisenberg. So 1-2. Christian Scott, 2 men aboard. Eisenberg shifted around toward first, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. Dylan Simmons strikes out the side. He walked one and allowed a hit, but no runs scored. After 1, Conquerors 3, Calvary nothing. Top of the second, Conquerors got 3 unearned runs in the first. They lead 3-0, and 9-1-2 due up. Aldrich, Ragland, and Martin. Spring training action this afternoon. Baltimore beat Pittsburgh 8-6. Houston with a split squad over the Red Sox 6-2. Minnesota 4, Tampa Bay 2. Yankees 3, Detroit nothing. Toronto over Philadelphia 7-5. Washington and Miami 5-5 tie, as you'll see on occasion in spring training. Mets 16-2 over the St. Louis Cardinals. Cubs 7, White Sox 3. These are all final scores. Arizona split squad 3-2 over Oakland. Kansas City 8-5 over the Brewers. Texas 6. Angels 5. Seattle defeated Arizona's other split squad 9-5. Connor Aldrich, a sophomore, leads things off here in the top of the second. In case you missed the opening, Conquerors are the visiting team tonight. This is a showcase tournament, so that will happen on occasion where the home team is actually visiting on the scoreboard. Jake Eater, a tough first inning, and he throws his first pitch in there for a strike. Eater walked 4, and a bad throw allowed a couple of runs to score. The 0-1 to Aldrich, he fouls it off. No balls, 2 strikes. Connor Aldrich, even 300, 6 for 20 on the season. He's driven in 3. Eater ahead in the count, 0-2. And the pitch. High, pop foul, out of play. Aldrich was 2 for 4 last night. He scored once and drove in a run as well as the Conquerors defeated Swanee High School 6-1. Behind in the count, 0-2. And the pitch misses up and away. Cleveland and Texas, their other split squads, getting underway in about 15 minutes. The 1-2 misses up high. Cincinnati and a Cleveland split squad, rather. They'll start at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, as will the Rockies and the Giants. Those games out in Arizona. And the pitch fouled off. Count remains 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eater winds and delivers. Chopper right in front of the plate. Little confusion, but the throw is made. That's the catcher, Victor Pimentel, making the play. He and Eater not sure who was going to pick it up. Pimentel took control and got the out at first.
Now to bat for the Conquerors, number 7.
One away for the center fielder, Chad Ragland. He bounced to short his first time up. Still no word out of Yulee how the Lady Conquerors are doing. We'll keep on checking. Ragland takes this one inside. He hit the first pitch of the ball game. That was a good start for Eden. And things went a little sour from there. Breaking ball, good one, catches a corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. You get an opportunity, we'll let you know what's on tap for these 2 teams after tonight's ball game, as this one misses 2 balls and a strike. Of course, the Ben Watkins Tournament of Champions concludes tomorrow. Calvary will play Swanee. And the pitch is hit hard toward the second baseman, Girardi. Easy play to first, 2 down. And the Conquerors will also play tomorrow afternoon. They're going to take on Miami's Westminster Christian right here. We're going to have that game for you. It's scheduled to start at 3 p.m., but that will depend on the first 2 games and how long they run. We'll have it on live stream through TCAJax.org. 2 down for Austin Martin. He walked and scored his first time up. This pitch misses a little high. Calvary will be playing Swanee at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning at Providence. Then they're going to play against Providence at 12:30. That's tomorrow, March 18th. On the 21st, Calvary will host Somerset Academy Central. And on the 23rd, they will visit Chaminade Madonna for a district game. March 28th, they will host Sports Leadership and Management. That is a district contest as well. And they'll finish out March by hosting University and Westminster. Pitch misses upstairs, 3 balls, no strikes. Martin ahead in the count, 3-0. He's not seen a strike yet in 2 at-bats, and the pitch. That's ball 4. Second time Martin has walked. Number 5 for Jake Eater. Logan Nugent steps to the plate. He walked and scored in the first.
Now batting for the Conquerors.
We mentioned the Conquerors will host Westminster Christian here tomorrow at 3. Then they're going to have a spring break tournament. The games are not yet determined as to which days and times and opponents, all that together. They're going to take off during spring break for Trinity next week. Martin a good lead off of first. First pitch to Nugent, fouled back. Nugent had a rip. He's down 0-1. Conquerors are scheduled to face big rival Providence at Providence on March 31st. Then they'll visit Duval Charter on Tuesday, April 4th. 0-2 to Nugent. Interlocking on the 7th, that's also an away game as district competition gets underway on March 31st. Martin on the move, swing and a foul back, and we'll redo everything. Next home game for the Conquerors. That Duval Charter game is at home on the 4th. And then they will host Bishop Snyder on Tuesday, April 11th. We plan to have both of those TCAJax.org. So you're up to date on the upcoming games for both the Eagles and the Conquerors. The 0-2 instead to throw to first. Martin was on the move just a moment ago. Big lead. He's off again, and the pitch inside, ball one. That's a second stolen base already for Austin Martin. And the fourth for the Conquerors. They pulled off a double steal in the first. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nugent. Martin on the move again. The pitch is a breaking ball and no throw to third. Martin got a terrific jump. He's reading Jake Eder very well. And to count even 2-2 on Nugent. Eagles center fielder Tyler Knierin pulled way around in the right center field gap. Nugent with a lot of room from center field over. The 2-2 inside. And it's a full count. Martin the runner at third. Full count, 2 outs. Eder with the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll retire the side. 1 walk and a runner left at third. We go to the bottom of the second. Trinity leads 3-0. Dylan Simmons will have hitters 6, 7, and 8 as we start the bottom of the second. Victor Pimentel, Cameron Stadler, Tyler Knierin. Conquerors got 3 unearned runs in the first. That's been all the scoring so far tonight. Simmons allowed 1 hit. He walked 1 and he struck out the side. All that coming in the bottom of the first.
Leading off the second for the Eagles, number 11, catcher Victor Pimentel.
Pimento at the plate, hitting 160 on the season. 4 for 25. And the pitch is on the inside corner for strike 1. Simmons working quickly. Chopper towards short. Martin fields the hop. Throw to first in time. So a 2-pitch out for Simmons, and it brings up the first baseman, Cameron Stadler.
For the Eagles, number 18, Cameron Stadler.
231 on the season. Couple of runs batted in. He's also hit. First pitch to Stadler, a breaking ball, a good one on the corner. Simmons with the 0-1. Fastball misses outside. Ball and a strike. Here's a pitch. Down and in, 2-1. 2-1 pitch, low and inside. Stadler ahead, 3 balls and a strike. Ball 4 puts a runner aboard with 1 out. Second walk from Simmons. And with 1 away, the center fielder Tyler Knierin steps up. Knierin, 1 hit so far this season. Has a big hole in right center. Held up his swing in time. Ball, no strikes. So Simmons slowing things down now with a runner at first. And the 1-0. Fastball popped straight up and back and out of play. So ball and a strike. Tyler Knierin the hitter. Stadler leading off first. Swing and a miss. Good curveball. It's 1-2. From the stretch, Simmons delivers a 1-2. This one just a bit outside. Umpire started to move that right hand, set it back, and it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Fireworks off in the distance down the right field line. Swing and a miss. That is strikeout number 4 for Dylan Simmons.
Now batting for the Eagles, left fielder, number 2, Daly Wepner.
Daly Wepner gets up to the plate. Has the runner at first. 2 men out. 2 for 19 on the season. And he's in there facing Simmons, who's already struck out 4 men. And the first pitch, check swing, he held up in time. Again, a big gap in right center. Keelan Washington a little bit off the line, but not too far, and Ragland pulled around a little towards left. And this one driven down the left side, hooking and lands foul. Feetsum very nearly made a terrific running catch. Picked that ball, hustling down the line, and it drops foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Daly Wepner at the plate. Stadler aboard at first. And Simmons, a long look in. Now the pitch. This one drops down low. 2-1. Kansas leads UC Davis 50-28 at the half. 2 balls and a strike, and it's fouled off. Count even at 2-2. Iowa State defeated Nevada 84-73. Purdue over Vermont 80-70. And the pitch. This is a breaking ball, stays outside, so the count full. Stadler should be on the move. Louisville won its opening game 78-63 over Jacksonville State. Michigan defeated Oklahoma State 92-91, a 1-point win for the Wolverines. Pitch is fouled off. Stadler will return, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Throw to first instead, trying to catch Stadler leaning and starting his move a little too early. University of Miami take on Michigan State at 9:20. Catch that game on TNT. Runner goes, pitch is low and outside, ball 4. Second walk of the inning issued by Simmons, third of the ball game. And 2 men on, 2 outs. Stadler at second, Wepner at first. Leadoff man, George De La Fay. He struck out to open up the ball game. Two on, 2 out, and the first pitch is fouled off to the right side. No balls and a strike. Simmons has really slowed things down these last couple of at-bats. And a ground ball toward Eisenberg. He fields, he'll go the short route to Martin. Martin had to reach for it, but he kept his foot on the bag to retire the side. 2 walks, 2 men left. After 2, the Conquerors lead 3-0. Conquerors coming up in the top of the third, 4, 5, and 6. Eisenberg, Simmons, and Washington. Jake Eder on the mound, 3 unearned runs so far. He's walked 5, he's struck out 2. He's allowed only a couple of hits. In fact, 1 hit to be exact. But the Conquerors took advantage of some walks and throwing error.
Leading off the 3rd inning for the Conquerors.
Put 3 runs on the board in the first. Tyler Eisenberg walked and scored during that inning. He's leading things off here in the top of the 3rd. Jake Eder on the mound for the Calvary Christian Eagles. And the first pitch of the 3rd inning is a good fastball right down the middle. No balls and a strike, and fouled off, 0-2. Team USA starting at 10 p.m. tonight against Puerto Rico. Only game on the schedule in the World Baseball Classic tonight. This one misses way up high, 1-2. Team USA starting pitching has been phenomenal. Let's hope they can keep it up one more time. Swing and a miss, and Eisenberg is out on strikes. Foul tipped it into the mitt. And Pimentel held on. One away for the pitcher, Dylan Simmons.
Now batting for the Conquerors, number 18, Dylan Simmons.
One away, bases empty for Simmons. Struck out swinging his first time up. And the first pitch, a beautiful curveball for a strike. Eater winds, delivers the 0-1. Fastball. Simmons way behind on that one, down 0-2. Fastball misses low and in. And a pitch, drive into right field. That's going to hang up for Ezra. Easy play, 2 down. First 2 men go down, and Keelan Washington at the plate. He drew a walk his first time up.
Now batting for the Conquerors, number 4, Keelan Washington.
Eater's gotten the first 2 men. Trying to retire the side in order for the first time tonight. Washington squares around, fouls it off down the third base side. Not the first time he's tried to lay one down this year. He's been successful a few times already. He can book it. Down in the count, no balls and a strike. Started to show, pulled it back, took the pitch downstairs, 1-1. Eater with the 1-1 outside. Eisenberg waiting on deck. He's driven in a run already tonight. And a pitch to Washington, swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2, swing and a miss, and he's out on strikes. Fourth strikeout of the night for Jake Eater. He gets the Conquerors in order in the top of the third. Bottom half coming up. Eagles coming to the plate, trailing 3-0.
The 77. Number 2, Louisville, over number 15, Jacksonville State, 78-63. Number 11, USC upsets number 6, SMU, 66-65. Number 1, North Carolina, dominant over number 16, Texas Southern, 103-64.
As David Seekbird letting the crowd know how today's action in the NCAA men's basketball tournament has gone. Right here on the ball field, it's the bottom of the third. Calvary sending up hitters 2, 3, and 4. Dante Girardi at the plate. Down on strikes his first time up. Check swing, went a little bit too far. Girardi, Rosenblum, and Ezra due up for the Eagles. This one misses a little bit inside. Simmons with the bases empty has worked very quickly. With runners on though, he's taking his time. And the pitch. Fastball outside, 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1 fouled off. One of the last scores David mentioned over the microphone. Number 11 USC upset number 6 SMU by 1 point, 66-65. Fastball nearly hit Girardi. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So USC will take on number 3 Baylor in round 2. And the pitch. Chopper towards third. Aldrich scoops. Took a stutter step in the dirt and dug out by Nugent. Fine play on both ends. And the Conquerors retire the first man here in the third. Aldrich ranged very far to his left. Nugent with a terrific dig on the ball in the dirt. Ben Rosenblum singled his first time up. So 1 for 1. He's up there with 1 out and the base is empty. Simmons breaking ball misses inside. Florida Gators will play Virginia tomorrow. That game beginning about 8:40 p.m. Gators defeated East Tennessee State 80-65 last night. And the pitch. Fastball down and away. 3 balls, no strikes on Rosenblum. Fastball misses upstairs. And Eagles have a runner aboard with 1 out. Walk number 4 issued by Simmons. Meeting at the mound, Coach Gil Morales, catcher Casey Eisenberg out there to talk to Simmons. Florida State Seminoles will also play round 2 tomorrow. They'll play number 11 Xavier, the Seminoles number 3 seed in the West. That game begins at 6:10 p.m. on TNT. Florida State defeated Florida Gulf Coast University by 6 last night, 86-80. Kansas State leading Cincinnati, or trailing Cincinnati rather, 31-21, about 4 minutes left in the first half. Number 7 Dayton leading number 10 Wichita State, 29-27 at halftime. Throw to first, runner is back. Runner at first is Ben Rosenblum. He walked. He has a good lead. Leaning a little back toward first, however, in the first pitch on the inside corner. Strike 1 to Luis Ezra. Eagles right fielder walked in the first. Was left stranded there. No balls and a strike. And a fastball misses up and away. Top-seeded Gonzaga will play Northwestern tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon time, 5:15 p.m. Runner going. Simmons rather, steps off, but he's called for the balk. Did not break his foot from the rubber. So Rosenblum in at second. He was going while Simmons was still set. Caught the young pitcher by surprise, and it results in a balk. So Rosenblum in scoring position. 1 ball, 1 strike to the right fielder, Luis Ezra. Gonzaga had an easy time with South Dakota State last night, 66-46. And the pitch is a breaking ball, misses for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike to Ezra. Fastball misses down and in, and Ezra ahead in the count, 3-1. Simmons ran the count full before getting Girardi to ground out. He then walked Rosenblum, and he's behind Ezra, 3-1. And the pitch, swing and a miss. That'll fill up the count. And Simmons is the one to step off first. Everybody's ready. Big hole on the left side of the infield for the left-handed hitter, and the pitch misses downstairs for ball 4. So Simmons having a little trouble finding the strike zone here in the third. He has walked 2. There is 1 out, and the designated hitter Christian Scott at the plate. He struck out swinging to end the first inning. He came into tonight's action hitting .429. That's only the second time that Scott has struck out this season. This is game number 9 for the Calvary Eagles, so he's made some good contact and had good results from it as well. Big hole in left center as Ragland shades him a little towards right. And the pitch. And it's chopped toward third. Aldrich will go to second for 1. Eisenberg's throw not in time. So a fielder's choice puts runners at the corners. Conquerors get the runner at second base. 5-4, 2 down. Catcher Victor Pimentel at the plate. He grounded out to short his first time up. Good hustle by Christian Scott. Beat the throw, not by much, but he was clearly safe. Runners at the corner. Simmons delivers a curveball that stays inside. Simmons behind, 1-0. Fastball, swing and a miss, 1-1. One ball, 1 strikes. Simmons slowing things down again with runners at the corners. This one misses a little bit high. Two balls and a strike to Victor Pimentel. And the pitch, low and outside, ball 3. Pimentel represents the potential tying run, so if he gets aboard, Cameron Stadler will have a good opportunity to make things interesting. And this one is called a strike. Mental not happy with the call, but it's a full count. And with 2 out, Christian Scott will be on the move. And the runner goes. It's a high pop foul down the right side. Nugent near the dugout, and he's there to make the play. Simmons walked 2, but he got out of the inning. Nobody crosses the plate, and after 3, Trinity leads it 3-0.
Conkers are up 3-0.
Top of the 4th, Conquerors lead 3-0. Bottom 3rd of the order due up. Casey Eisenberg, Dawson Feetsum, and Connor Aldrich. Jake Eater had a rough first inning, but he settled down pretty nicely. Through 3, he has allowed 3 unearned runs. 1 hit. 5 walks, 4 of those came in the first, but he's thrown the ball much better in the last couple of innings. In fact, he's faced 7 hitters in the last 2 innings. And Jake Eater out of the ball games. I missed the pitching change. And on the mound now for the Eagles, senior Jack Durkin. So Eater's night is done after those 3 innings. Again, a rough start, but he did well in the 2nd and the 3rd. Struck out 4 men. Really allowed just the 1 hit. So it's going to be Jack Durkin facing KC Eisenberg, Dawson Feetsum, and Connor Aldrich as the Conquerors bat in the top of the 4th. In case you joined us late, Conquerors are the visitors tonight, even though we're at Trinity Christian's ball yard, as this 2017 Ben Watkins Tournament of Champions is underway. It will conclude tomorrow. The Conquerors will play Westminster Christian Academy with a 3 o'clock scheduled start time. KC Eisenberg had an RBI single in the first, also stole a bag, and a pitch in there for a strike. Chopper toward the hole. Cut off by DeFay, and that's a base hit. De La Fay got there but had no play, and a base hit for Eisenberg, his 2nd of the night. Once again, Brian Munoz will be the courtesy runner. He's the man who stole 2nd base, running for Eisenberg in the 1st. Dawson Feetsum grounded to the shortstop his first time up. Runner at first, Feetsum lays down the bunt. A beauty. Only play is the first base. Durkin gets the out, but a terrific sacrifice bunt by Feetsum. It's one of his specialties. He handles the bat very well. And he advances the runner into scoring position. So Munoz at second with one away. Connor Aldrich due up. He bounced one right in front of the plate his first time up. Turned into an out. Has a chance to drive in a run. He did so last night against Swanee. And the pitch. A sinker in there for a strike. Munoz, modest lead off second. Pitches down in the dirt. Good speed for the freshman Brian Munoz out there at second base. Durkin from the stretch and the pitch. A beautiful breaking ball. That one had a lot of bite and a good take by Aldrich. Knierin straight away in center field. A little bit of room in the right center field gap. Big hole on the right side on the ground, however. Aldrich swings and hits it right at the first baseman. And Stadler will step on the bag. On the play, though, Munoz moves into third, and there are two away. Aldrich had a big hole. He went that way, but hit it right at Stadler on a well-hit ball.
Number 7.
Chad Ragland is 0 for 2. He's grounded to short and to second. Runner at third, 2 men out. And he takes a pitch for a strike. Ragland entered to tonight's ball game hitting .231. And the pitch up and away. One ball, one strike, and the pitch misses down and away for ball 2. Cleveland's gotten 2 runs in the top of the first. They're still batting at Texas out there in Arizona. Cactus League action. And the pitch, ooh, this one looked like it almost got away from Durkin. 3 balls and a strike to Ragland. The 3-1 fouled off, full count. Durkin with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out to retire the side. Conquerors get a hit, leave a man at third. Bottom of the 4th coming up, 3-0 Trinity Christian. Bottom of the 4th, Calvary Eagles will send up hitters 7, 8, and 9. Cameron Stadler, Tyler Knierin, and Daly Wepper. Dylan Simmons coming out for his 4th inning of work. Had a little trouble in the 3rd, walked a couple of men. Got out of it without allowing a run, though. He's allowed 1 hit. He's walked 4 and struck out 4. Cameron Stadler drew a walk in the 2nd. Steps in now, leading off the bottom of the 4th. First pitch in there, right on the corner. Cleveland has added a run. It's now 3-0. And the inning has been updated to the top of the 3rd. This one catches the inside or outside corner. And Simmons with the pitch. Two balls, 2 strikes. All 3 down in the dirt, so the count's full on Stadler. 3-2 pitch. Low and inside, ball 4. Second time that Stadler has walked tonight. Number 5 issued by Dylan Simmons.
Now batting number 12,
Tyler Knierin steps up. Out on strikes his first time up. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Fastball misses low and away. A ball and a strike. Calvary scheduled to play 2 tomorrow, both over at Providence. They're going to play the Stallions at 12:30, Swanee at 10 a.m. And a good curveball by Simmons gets him ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strike 3, a breaking ball catches the inside corner. Second time he's gotten Knierin, and there's 1 away. Daly Wepper at the plate. He walked in the 2nd. Strikeout number 5 for Dylan Simmons. This one misses low for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Simmons with the pitch. Chopper toward the hole and into right field for a base hit. Stadler stops at second, and the Eagles have 2 men aboard. It's only the 2nd hit for Calvary, and it brings up the potential tying run at the plate. Leadoff man, George De La Fay. He's 0 for 2. Simmons with the pitch, curveball over the plate, in there for a strike. Big gap in left center. Simmons working the outside corner. This one misses though for ball 1. Stadler, the runner at second. Wepper at first, 1 away. High drive into center field. Ragland coming in on the charge. He's there to make the play for out number 2. Stadler holds at second. 2 down now, and the second baseman, Dante Girardi, steps up. He is 0 for 2.
For the Eagles, number 9, Dante Girardi.
Girardi out on strikes in the first, grounded out to the third baseman Aldrich in the third. Again, Ragland playing a little bit towards right. You're giving him the left center field gap, and Simmons is working the outside corner. So Coach Morales playing the hitter away, pitching him away so far. No balls and a strike. Curveball fouled off. Girardi down 0-2. And the pitch. Ground ball to Martin. He cannot handle it, and everybody's safe. Girardi aboard. That'll be an error on shortstop Austin Martin. Stadler at third, Wepler at second, and Girardi aboard at first. 2 down. Third baseman Ben Rosenblum. He has singled and walked. Got left at second base both times. So Simmons in a jam trying to get out of it, and this curveball's inside. A walk, a hit, and an error have loaded the bases for the Eagles. Fastball misses up. 2 balls, no strikes. Action in the Conquerors bullpen. I cannot see who it is. And the 2-0 is high for ball 3. Nowhere to put him. It is Austin Thomas in the bullpen for Coach Gil Morales. Three balls, no strikes, and this one is in there for strike 1. Simmons has thrown a lot of pitches these last couple of innings. And the 3-1, high foul out of play. Well, the count is now full. Everybody will be off on the pitch. Ball in the gap has a chance to tie up the game. Ragland more straight away in center field. Washington near the line and right. Feets him off the line in left. A lot of room down the left field line. Payoff pitch. There go the runners. High drive in the right center field gap. Washington is getting there, and he makes the catch. Keelan Washington runs it down. A very well hit ball off the bat of Rosenblum, but that ends the inning. 1 hit, a walk, an error, and 3 men left, and we go to the top of the 5th with the Conquerors leading 3-0. We go to the top of the 5th. The Conquerors lead 3-0. Keelan Washington ran down that drive that was headed toward the gap. If it had gotten down and passed, that certainly would have tied up the ball game. Ben Rosenblum hit the ball very well. Keelan Washington, one of the fastest players in Jacksonville, was able to run it down. Actually turned it into a very easy catch once he got there. Austin Martin will lead things off for the Conquerors here in the 5th. He'll be followed by Logan Nugent and Tyler Eisenberg.
Number 9.
Martin has walked twice, stolen 3 bases, and scored a run. Facing the right-hander, Jack Durkin, for the first time tonight. Durkin in relief of Jake Eater. All 3 runs were unearned. They all came in the first inning. So Durkin with the pitch. It's upstairs for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Terrific curveball. Good take by Martin. He's looking for a ball he can drive. Outfield straight away, and the pitch misses outside for ball 2. Two balls and a strike, and this one's in the dirt. Martin's been on base twice already with 2 walks. He came in with a .471 on base percentage. And he's ahead in the count 3-1, and this is the 3rd time that he has walked tonight. First walk issued by Jack Durkin. Good speed aboard for Logan Nugent.
Now batting for the Conquerors, number 15.
Nugent has walked and scored. Down on strikes his last time up. Martin with a pretty good lead off of first. Bluffed the steal. Held up, and the pitch is ball 1 up and away. With the first baseman, Cameron Stadler. We're saying he's holding the runner on. There's a big hole on the right side, and now meeting at the mound for Coach Alan Kunkel. That gives Coach Morales a chance to talk things over with his offense. Martin leading off of first. Nugent at the plate. When he steps back up, he'll have a ball and no strikes on him. Tyler Eisenberg waiting on deck. Conquerors got all 3 runs in the first inning, and all 3 got on via the walk. An overthrow from the catcher Pimentel on a pickoff attempt allowed 2 runs to score, and Casey Eisenberg a little later drove in run number 3, and that's been all the scoring so far tonight. Martin back at first. Nugent ahead in the count 1-0. And again a bluff, and this one catches the corner. So Martin's not just getting a secondary lead, he's turning as if to run. Throw to first, and the runner's back. Nugent 375 before the start of tonight's ball game. Homer and 13 RBIs. Swing and a miss on a hit and run attempt. Throw down was in time but got away, and Martin is on his way to third. The throw had him beat, but it was off the mark. And Martin steals second and takes third on the error. Hit and run attempt. Nugent went after it. He's down 1-2. So a runner at third, nobody out. Nugent at the plate, and the pitch. High fly ball, shallow right field. Has a chance to get down. Stadler in foul ground, cannot get there. The ball hugged the line most of the way. stayed up for a while. Stadler got there, got a glove on it, but he did not make the catch. Ball dropped foul, however, so the count remains a ball and 2 strikes. So Martin returns to third. Good lead off third. And the pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop, De La Fay. He'll look the runner back, throw to first, and get the out. Not much Martin could do. That ball was hit hard directly at the shortstop. Tyler Eisenberg has walked and scored, and he struck out swinging his last time up. Martin aboard at third, and Eisenberg trying to go the other way. There's a lot of room down the right field line, but he fouled this one off. No balls and a strike. Eisenberg squares, lays down the bunt, a safety squeeze. Martin will score, and Eisenberg aboard. Conquerors lead 4-0. A safety squeeze. That is an RBI. That'll go as a fielder's choice for Eisenberg. And a runner at first. One man out brings up Dylan Simmons. He is 0 for 2. And the pitch swung on and fouled off, and Eisenberg got a big secondary lead off first base. He laid down the safety squeeze. Martin scored pretty easily, and Eisenberg's aboard at first. And a throw over, he's back, ball gets away. Eisenberg will get up and take off, and he'll head into second. And the error puts a runner in scoring position. And a timeout. Simmons heading back over as Eisenberg gets up, dusts himself off. Kansas has defeated the 16th seed UC Davis 100-62. So the Jayhawks move on, and they await the winner of Miami and Michigan State. That ball game will get underway in about 27 minutes. You can catch that one on TNT. Iowa State defeated Nevada 84-73 last night. They're going to play Purdue tomorrow. And a pitch, a breaking ball, catches the corner for a strike. Eisenberg, the runner at second. And the pitch downstairs. And a pitch to Simmons. He fouls it off. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2, a breaking ball, stays up high. Dante Girardi, the second baseman, holding the runner close. Stadler's playing near the line at first. Huge gap on the right side of the infield. And the pitch, this one misses up and away. Full count now on Simmons. And the official scoring has changed that bunt from Eisenberg to a base hit. And strike 3 called on Simmons. He didn't like the call, but there are 2 away. So an RBI single for Tyler Eisenberg on that safety squeeze. Put the Conquerors ahead 4-0. Keelan Washington at the plate. He has walked and struck out. Conquerors lead 4-0. Top of the 5th. 2 out with a runner at second. In his second inning of work. And the pitch to Washington is upstairs for ball 1. And the pitch. Line drive down the right field line. It is down for a hit. Eisenberg will score. Washington can fly. He's around second, on his way to third, and he's there with an RBI triple. Keelan Washington, RBI triple down the right field line, and the Conquerors lead 5-0.
Now batting number 21,
KC Eisenberg at the plate. He is 2 for 2 with an RBI. And the first pitch on the outside corner. We told you a little while ago, Washington, one of the fastest players in all of Jacksonville, and he just showed that speed a moment ago. Any hesitation in the outfield, and Keelan might have tried to circle the bases. No balls, 2 strikes to Eisenberg, and a pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Cut off by De La Fey. Throw to first in time, and a good dig by Stadler to retire the side. Conquerors get 2 runs, 2 hits, a walk, and a man left. Bottom of the 5th coming up. The Conquerors lead 5-0. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Conquerors lead 5-0, and the night is over for Dylan Simmons. 4 innings, no runs, 2 hits, walked 5 and struck out 5, and taking over on the mound is sophomore Austin Thomas for the Conquerors. Thomas making his 4th appearance on the mound. He's pitched a total of 4 1/3 innings. He's allowed 1 earned run for an ERA of 1.62. And in those 4 1/3 innings, he has walked 2 and struck out 5. So Thomas, the sophomore, he's a verbal commit already to the University of Miami. And he takes over with a 5-run lead.
Now pitching for the Conquerors, number 12.
If he does finish it off, he will qualify for a save by going 3 innings.
Leading off for the Eagles.
Right fielder Lewis Ezra at the mound. He has walked both times to the plate tonight. No other changes for the Conquerors. Thomas now on the mound. Hard throwing right-hander. Gets Ezra to chase the first pitch. No balls and a strike. Fastball, strike 2. Austin Thomas, sophomore who can easily top 90 miles an hour. Eisenberg sets up outside, and it's a perfect pitch, swing and a miss. Eisenberg will tag the runner before throwing it around. So 1 away. 3 pitches and a strikeout for Austin Thomas. Tim Brown, former Conquerors pitching coach, coming out to see his former pitchers on the mound. First pitch is a strike to Christian Scott. And swing and a miss, strike 2. Scott, nothing out of 2 tonight. He reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Six pitches, 2 strikeouts for Austin Thomas. This one called on the outside corner, 2 away. Catcher Victor Pimentel is 0 for 2. Austin Thomas wasting no time, getting it and throwing strikes. And a ground ball to Martin at short, and he cannot come up with it. That'll be an error. Second error of the night on Martin, and Pimentel aboard with 2 down. Brings up the first baseman, Cameron Stadler. He's walked twice. Thomas came in, threw his first 6 pitches for 2 strikeouts. First pitch by Pimentel, he's aboard. And this one misses low and inside for ball 1. Thomas from the stretch, inside 2-0. Keelan Washington way off the line in right field. Feetsum doing the same in left, and this one downstairs, 3 balls, no strikes. Ragland shaded around a little bit toward left. And a 3-0 is outside, or rather called on the corner. So 3 balls and a strike. Right down the middle, and that fills up the count. So 3-2, Pimentel off on the pitch. And the runner goes, and this one's fouled off. Good rip by Stadler. If he had barreled that one up, it could have gone a long way. So Pimentel returns the first, and Thomas sets for another payoff pitch. This one fouled off, and we'll redo the 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the runner goes again, and this one's on the corner for strike 3. Thomas, 3 strikeouts in the inning, 2 of them called. There was an error and 1 man left. After 5, the Conquerors lead 5-0. Top of the 6th, the Conquerors lead 5-0. 3 times they scored in the first, came back with 2 more in the 5th. And it's a 5-0 lead. Dylan Simmons, the pitcher of record at the moment. Jake Eater for the Calvary Eagles. Jack Durkin getting ready for his third inning of work on the night. 8, 9, and 1 due up for Trinity Christian. Dawson Feetsum, Connor Aldrich, and Chad Ragland. We started off in the upper 60s at the beginning of this ball game. It's dropped all the way down to 50 degrees. So a quick temperature drop in the last couple of hours. Still no word out of Yulee how the Lady Conquerors are doing. They defeated Yulee 9-7 just about a month ago. That game was here at Trinity. If we do get any word, we'll try to let you know. Dawson Feetsum, 0 for 1, grounded out in the first, put down a good sacrifice bunt in the 4th. Leading off here in the top of the 6th, and the first pitch is in there, almost hit him. He got out of the way just in time. Ball 2 just misses. Feets him ahead 2-0. The pitch swung on and fouled off. Two balls and a strike. On the inside corner, 2-2. Durkin with the 2-2 upstairs. Full count. Feetsum trying to get a rally started for the Conquerors here in the 6th. He's out on strikes. That's a second strikeout for Jack Durkin. Connor Aldrich, a third baseman. He's 0 for 2.
Aldrich.
One out, bases empty. Aldrich at the plate. First pitch is fouled off. The Conquerors tomorrow afternoon at 3 taking on Westminster Christian out of Miami. Aldrich down in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Calvary will play 2 at Providence. First game against Swanee. That's a 10 a.m. ball game. They'll play Providence right after that one. 0-2 and the pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Aldrich. Hard ground ball up the middle, knocked down and grabbed by the second baseman, Girardi. Throw to first in time. Looked like Durkin might have gotten a glove on it, slowed it down enough for Girardi to get there to make the play, and there are 2 down.
Now batting number 7, Chad
Chad Ragland, 0 for 3 tonight. And the first pitch misses outside. Two balls, no strikes. Fastball missing low and in. This one hits Ragland, and he is aboard with 2 outs. So with 2 away, Austin Martin steps up. He has a runner at first. Martin has walked 3 times tonight. He has scored twice. He's also stolen 3 bases. Throw to first. Ragland is back. It was Martin who scored on that squeeze bunt from Tyler Eisenberg. That came in the 5th inning. Ragland bluffs. Martin fouls it straight back. During that offensive time for Martin, in the 5th, he walked, stole second, and took third as the ball went into center field on the throw. Scored on the bunt. Throw to first, runner's back, and this one nearly got away. It's a new first baseman for the Eagles. Hard to see the jersey numbers, though. Light colored numbers on the back of a white uniform. Luis Ezra, the new first baseman, and a line drive down the left field line for Martin. Ragland around second to throw to third. Gets away from the third baseman. That's a double for Austin Martin. And the Conquerors have runners at second and third with 2 away. So Ezra, the new first baseman, he moved in from right. Logan Nugent at the plate. Nothing out of 2. He has walked and scored. And the first pitch to Nugent is up and away. And this pitch on the inside corner. Ball gets away. Both runners will advance. Ragland will score. So the wild pitch brings in Chad Ragland, and it's a 6-0 ball game. With Ezra moving in from right field to first base, number 21, Anthony Laney, takes over in right field. And a breaking ball on the corner, 1-2. Anthony Laney will take over in the number 7 hole in the batting order. Swing and a miss, and the side is retired. Conquerors get a run on 1 hit, leave a runner, go to the bottom of the 6th. Trinity leads 6-0.
to 45 with 9 minutes left in the game.
Bottom of the sixth coming up, Conquerors lead 6-0. Good news out of Yulee as the Lady Conquerors defeated Yulee by a final score of 2-1. And the team has made its way back here to Trinity to catch the guys, finish off this one. Congratulations to the Lady Conquerors, now 12-3 on the season. Right here, Austin Thomas on the mound for the Conquerors. He'll start a second inning of work. He struck out the side in the fifth. And he will face 8-9-1, Knierin, Wepper, and De La Fay.
In the game for the Eagles, now batting number 6, Jacob Howard.
Got a pinch hitter, number 6, Jacob Howard. First pitch, ground ball to Martin. Fields a hop, throws to first in time. So Jacob Howard, one pitch, one out.
Now batting number
And Wepner due up. First pitch in there for a strike. Thomas delivers a fastball downstairs, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Thomas swing and a miss. 1-2. Austin Thomas throwing some heat tonight. He's ahead in the count, 1-2, and the pitch. Fly ball into left field. Feetsum giving chase. Martin giving chase as well, and Feetsum makes the catch on the run. Terrific play by Feetsum. Had to leave his feet as well, and there are 2 away.
now batting for the Eagles leadoff hitter number 1.
Top of the order, George De La Fay at the plate. He is nothing out of 3. Dawson Feetsum, a terrific catch for out number 2. Thomas with the first pitch. Fastball misses upstairs. Looking ahead to the 7th, Conquerors will have Tyler Eisenberg, Dylan Simmons, Keelan Washington due up. 2 balls, no strikes. There's a fastball in there for strike 1. High drive down the right side. Nugent giving chase, and it's foul. Two balls, 2 strikes on De La Fay, making a bid for possible extra bases. Lands about a foot foul. So Thomas back to work with the 2-2. Misses upstairs, full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch. Ball 4, runner aboard. First walk by Thomas. And it brings up the second baseman, Dante Girardi. Girardi's 0 for 3, reached on an error his last time up. First pitch is a fastball inside. De La Fay, the runner aboard at first. Good lead, throw to first. And he is back. That's Dylan Simmons, who went from the mound to first base. Logan Nugent is the one who came out of the ball game. And the pitch. Chopper. And it is foul. Throw to first. And a runner is back. Well, my mistake. That is Logan Nugent at first base. I'm having a little trouble seeing the backs of the jerseys. And a pitch. Swing and a foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good lead by De La Fey, and the pitch misses up and away. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. And a balk is called. And that'll put a runner at second base. Thomas a little too quick to the plate. So a runner in scoring position. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is fouled off. Runner at second, George De La Fey. Here's a 2-2 from Thomas. Breaking ball in the dirt. So the count is full. And Thomas from the stretch. High for ball 4. Second straight man he has walked. And the Eagles have 2 on with 2 out. Third baseman Ben Rosenblum at the plate. He drilled one into the right center field gap last time up, only to find Keelan Washington running it down. That could have brought in 3 runs as the bases were loaded at that time. First and second, 2 out. Here's the pitch. Chopper right by the plate. Eisenberg collides with the runner, and it's called foul. So the runners return to their bases. No balls and a strike on Rosenblum. And the pitch. This one hits him, and that's going to load up the bases. So Thomas, after cruising through an inning and 2/3, he has walked 2 and now hit a man. Luis Ezra, the first baseman, due up for the Eagles. He has walked twice, and he's gone down on strikes. Coach Brandon Welch out at the mound. There's an Eagle at every base. Conquerors got 3 runs in the first, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. Eagles threatened a couple of times, have not scored. Threatening here once again in the bottom of the 6th inning. All runners returning to their bases. Conquerors are back into position. Ezra digging in. Thomas trying to get out of this jam. Bases are loaded. 2 men are out. First two went down. Thomas has walked two and then hit a man. And the first pitch on the inside corner for a strike. The 0-1 from Thomas. Swing and a miss, strike two. Well, whatever Coach Welch said, looks like it's working as Thomas might have found his groove once again. No balls, two strikes. Eisenberg sets up outside. This one misses just a little bit low. Nugent behind the runner at first. Infield straight away. The pitch popped up and out of play. Into the Conquerors bullpen. So count remains 1-2. Ezra ready. Thomas from the stretch. Fastball misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thomas wants to do it here. He does not want to go 3-2 and give those runners a running start. And this pitch has popped up near the fence. It's going to stay in play, but Eisenberg cannot make the play. He overran the ball. It tailed back toward the field of play. And Ezra will get another opportunity. Miami and Michigan State just underway. Nobody has scored yet. Ball game just tipped off a few seconds ago. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thomas with the pitch, and it's fouled off once again. De La Fay at third, Girardi at second, Rosenblum at first. Thomas with the pitch. This one's downstairs. There's nowhere to put him. Payoff pitch, and the runners are going, and this one called ball 4. That's an RBI for Ezra, and the Eagles are on the board. 6-1 as De La Fay scores. Girardi at third. Rosenblum advances to second. And this is a second trip to the mound. So that's going to be it for Austin Thomas. 1 2/3 innings. 1 earned run so far. He is responsible for 3 men on base. He has walked 3. He struck out 4.
Hey, what's the internet to log on there?
New man on the mound. That is right-handed sidewinder Cameron Jones. He's going to inherit bases loaded with 2 outs. Cameron Jones finished up yesterday's ball game, pitched a 7th inning, allowed an unearned run. On the season, this will be his 6th appearance. He has pitched 6 total innings. He's allowed 2 earned runs Out of the 5 that have crossed, he has an ERA of 2.33. So the senior Jones coming in relief of Austin Thomas needs to get one man. That one man he will face will be the designated hitter, Christian Scott. Scott, nothing out of 3. He has gone down on strikes twice, and he's reached on a fielder's choice. So Eisenberg out at the mound, talking things over with Jones. And Scott steps up.
Now pitching for the Conquerors, number 6, Cameron Jones.
Conquerors just need to get somebody out somewhere. Bases are loaded. All infielders are back trying to knock down the ball. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Outfield straight away. And the pitch, line drive into right field, a base hit. 1 run is in, and everybody's going to hold up. 1 base at a time, and that's an RBI single for Christian Scott. Girardi scores. Rosenblum stops at third. He made a big turn as if to try to come in, but a good throw by Keelan Washington, and the bases are still loaded. Ezra at second. That run charge to Thomas. At the plate, Victor Pimentel. And the pitch is a line drive into center field for a base hit. Rosenblum scores. Ezra will stop at third. So the bases still loaded. 2 straight RBI singles following the bases loaded walk, and it's now 6-3. Jones has thrown 3 pitches and has allowed 2 hits. Anthony Laney makes his first plate appearance of the night. He took over for Cameron Stadler an inning ago out in the field. He went into right as Ezra moved from right to first, and now a runner over at first base for the catcher, Victor Pimentel. And Jones from the stretch misses outside for ball 1. The Eagles have battered around here in the bottom of the 6th. Appearance of the night. He took over for Cameron Stadler an inning ago out in the field. He went into right as Ezra moved from right to first, and now a runner over at first base for the catcher, Victor Pimentel. And Jones from the stretch misses outside for ball 1. The Eagles have battered around here in the bottom of the 6th. Eisenberg with the 1-1, misses inside, ball 2. And once again, nowhere to put the hitter. And the 2-1 catches the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a very good fastball with a lot of movement from Eisenberg. And the 2-2 inside, ball 3, full count. Runners will be going. Eisenberg winds. There go the runners. And this is ball 4. Five runs are in and the bases are still loaded. Stepping to the plate, Daley Wepper. He flew out to left earlier this inning. Tying run is now at third base, and ball 1 to Wepper. And the pitch in there for a strike. Conquerors led 6-0 when this inning started. It's now 6-5. A chopper towards short. Martin cannot come up with it. 1 run is in. Here comes a go-ahead run, and the Eagles have taken the lead. 2-run single by Daly Wepper, and Calvary leads 7-6. Hockhauser scores. Lanny scores from second. It's a 7-run 6th inning. Georgie De La Fay at the plate, and the pitch is downstairs for ball 1. So Simmons can no longer win it. Eder is off the hook for the Eagles, and the pitch is upstairs, ball 2. De La Fay walked and scored earlier this inning. And the pitch in there for a strike. Two balls and a strike, and a pitch. Chopper towards Martin. He will field it, step on the bag, and apply the tag as well to make sure he got the out, and that's going to end the inning. 7 runs for the Eagles.
And the Eagles collect 7 runs on 4 hits and 4 bases on.
4 hits, 4 walks, and an error in the inning. And we go to the top of the 7th. Calvary now leads it 7-6. Top of the 7th. Conquerors started at bottom of the 6th, leading 6-0. They now trail 7-6, and a new pitcher on the mound for Calvary. Official scorer has changed that hit into an error on Austin Martin. That's his 3rd of the night. And the Conquerors will have the heart of the order. Tyler Eisenberg, Dylan Simmons, and Keelan Washington due up. Jackson Foster on the mound trying to close it out.
Ezra.
That's Ezra.
I can't read the numbers. And it's tough to see the numbers on the back of the jersey.
Tyler Eisenberg.
So that is Luis Ezra taking over on the mound. Christian Scott has gone in to play first base, and Tyler Eisenberg leading things off. And this one misses. Ball one. Conquerors need a base runner. And the pitch is upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Eisenberg had an RBI. Squeeze bunt. His last time up, he has scored twice. And the pitch is inside. 3 balls, no strikes on Eisenberg. Luis Ezra trying to pick up the save. Jack Durkin stands to be the winner if the score holds up. Cameron Jones on the hook for the Conquerors. And a 3-0 misses inside, and that base runner is aboard. Dylan Simmons at the plate.
Now up to bat for the Conquerors, number 18, Dylan.
He has struck out twice and flying out to right. Tyler Eisenberg, good speed aboard at first. So Simmons looking for an opportunity to at least advance the runner. Keelan Washington waits on deck. Ezra with the pitch, in there for a strike. Turns around to bunt, pulls it back, takes a pitch up high. Conquerors have been a good bunting team all season long. They need to get that runner into scoring position. Corner infielders playing in. Scott holding the runner at first. Simmons gets the bunt down. Turn and throw to second is in time to cut down the lead runner, Eisenberg. One away as Ezra fields the bunt, throws out the runner at second. Fielder's choice for Dylan Simmons. Keelan Washington at the plate. RBI triple in the 5th. And Washington with his speed be a good man for the Conquerors to get aboard. Trying to keep things loose. Ezra from the stretch and the pitch. Breaking ball, a beauty. Calvary Christian, the defending state champions, coming back from a 6-run deficit, leading 7-6, and the pitch, check swing, he held up in time. And the official checks down, gets confirmation that Washington held up. So a ball and a strike. Simmons, the runner at first. And the pitch into dirt. Good block by the catcher, Pimentel. Simmons will hold, but Washington's now ahead 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Ezra works and delivers and misses low and outside.
That looked good, Blue. Let's go.
Casey Eisenberg waiting for an opportunity. He'll be up next, barring a double play. Big hole on the right side for Washington. The 3-1. Outside, ball 4. So Washington is aboard. He represents the potential winning run. Second walk of the inning for Lewis Ezra. Meeting at the mound, and Coach Morales will have a chance to talk things over with his base runners and his hitter. Conquerors got 3 in the first, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th. Calvary 7 runs in the bottom of the 6th. All that after bases empty with 2 outs. 3 walks, a hit batsman, 4 consecutive singles, and an error. All led to the 7 runs that the Eagles put up on the board. They now lead 7-6. Conquerors have 1 out. Dylan Simmons at second, and the speedster Keelan Washington aboard at first. Casey Eisenberg is 2 out of 3 with an RBI. The gap is in right center. Ezra from the stretch. Here's the pitch. It is up and in, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Upstairs, ball 2. And time called. As the catcher Pimentel heads to the mound. Eisenberg getting some instruction down the third baseline. Tying run at second. Possible winning run at first. Remember though, the Conquerors, they are visiting tonight, so it's the top of the 7th. Calvary will have an at-bat no matter what if the Conquerors do take the lead or tie it up. And this one is in there for a strike. Two balls and a strike. Ezra, the pitch in the dirt. Three and one. Eisenberg well ahead in the count. He can look for his own pitch. And the pitch is upstairs, ball 4. The bases are loaded. All 3 men reached on walk. Now Feetsam's the man who's due up, but there's a pinch hitter coming up. Trevor Chisholm heading to the plate. Ethan Dage will be the courtesy runner for Eisenberg. He heads over to first. Trevor Chisholm getting his first opportunity of the night. Chisholm 1 for 5 on the season. Big opportunity for the junior. Conqueror at every base, trailing by 1, 2 outs. 1 out rather, top of the 7th. And the pitch. Upstairs. Ball 1. Tying run at third. Go ahead run at second. Insurance run at first. 1 away. This one called the strike right at the top of the zone. Ezra, the 1-1. High pop foul out of play. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And Chisholm steps out. Everybody's ready. Ezra looks in for the sign. He is ready. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The bases are loaded, so Chisholm is out. Even though the ball hit the dirt, no throw necessary. So 2 down. Connor Aldrich due up. Munoz had a bat in the on-deck circle. Remember, he went in for Aldrich, and Aldrich is heading back to the plate, re-entering.
Batting for the Conquerors, number 1, Connor Aldrich.
So the game has come down to Aldrich. Simmons at third, Washington at first. Ethan Dage running for Eisenberg. He's at first, Washington at second. And the pitch upstairs for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Aldrich 0 for 3 tonight. And the pitch. This one is a strike. One and 1 to Connor Aldrich. Big at bat for the sophomore. And time called. Everybody's ready. Ezra with the 1-1. Foul tip. Aldrich in a hole, 1 and 2.
One more, Louis.
One ball, 2 strikes. Game is right here at the plate. This is a big at-bat for Connor Aldrich. And Ezra is ready. Here's the pitch. Hot shot, foul right down the right field line, just to the right of the bag. Aldrich came within inches of putting the Conquerors back in the lead. That would have definitely scored 2, possibly 3.
All right, Louis, one more.
So we're going to do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's the ball game. A 7-run 6th inning put the Eagles ahead. Lewis Ezra had a little trouble in the 7th, but he closed it out for the save. The winning pitcher, Jack Durkin, 3 innings, 1 run. And Cameron Jones ends up the loser for the Conquerors. Final score 7-6 Calvary Christian. They're heading off to Providence tomorrow. Conquerors taking on Westminster Christian. 3 o'clock scheduled start time. Look for us here on live stream through TCAJax.org. Thank you for everyone tuning in, especially those of you down in South Florida. Glad you're able to join us tonight. For Dean Bureau on camera, I'm Ray Bureau once again saying good night. God bless you from Trinity Christian Academy.